Hi Sagittarius, happy July. I hope you're doing well. Okay guys, I'm going to have to take one for the team here. As I was throwing these, I kept hearing, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. So I thought, oh boy, this is going to be good. So anyhow, there is your message. Do with that what you will. Just don't shoot the messenger, right? So I think that what's happening here is, I think that let's go through the cards first. And I think it's going to apply for different people in different ways. Okay, for parents, you're probably going to hate me in here. If you're the adult child in here, I think you're going to enjoy this reading. Okay, we come in with the energy of the Judgment card. Okay, and we've got going out of the month, we've got the Ship. Okay, I don't feel that this is going to be something that, it could, because I feel like you're either, some of you I think are really stalled in the water. Others of you I think are about to you're just about ready to like grab a bag and run. And others of you are just, you're feeling like you've got no options here, which is not the case. So we're not going to take door number 3. Okay. So the Ship though, on the outbound, I'm thrilled to see there, because what that really stands for is adventure, journey, new beginnings. And I really feel that that is what you should be doing. If you are if you're working really hard, this lineup tells you to, we'll go through the cards, but it tells you that you need time for a break. You need time away. You need a vacation. You need to go do something, incorporate something more into your life, right? If you are a perpetual student of life, right? It doesn't need to be university. It's just you're a perpetual student of life. You're gaining all of this knowledge, but are you using it? Are you using it in your life, or are you just gaining this and not doing anything with it? It tells you that now is a time to go out, and I think that's where your mind is a terrible thing to waste. I think that that's what it's really saying. You've got all of this knowledge, all of this learning that you've acquired, but are you deploying it in your life? Are you using it for anything to propel yourself forward? I feel in here there's a major move. I feel there's a major move. I think there's either a move abroad, like it's going to be drastically different to you, to everyone. Okay, we come in with the energy, like I said, of the Judgment card. We go out of the month, which I think it might be whenever, later than that too. With new beginnings. Okay, we've got the 9 of Wands in here with the 2 of Wands. We've got the Knave of Cups. We've got the Justice card. So you've got the Judgment and the Justice card here. Okay, now for your health, you've got the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Coins. For relationships, you've got the 6 of Swords and the King of Cups. So you've got the Knave of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups in here already, right? Now, for your financials, you've got the 10 of Swords and you've got the 9 of Coins, okay? Financially, you've got what it takes if you wanted to do a move here. It says, though, that you're a workaholic. Things need to come to a change. You've got enough money. You've got to start enjoying something more in your life. You've got to incorporate more in your life. This may be a scenario where it's someone that works consistently, but you've got nothing else in your life. The cards are telling you that now is a time where you want to go out and explore other avenues. Take a trip. Go somewhere. Move. With that 6 of Swords and the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. If you are single, I just want to point this out. This speaks of a karmic relationship, like someone you will meet. You may be traveling or something where you feel like you know this person out of the gate. You do, because you've got unfinished business there, which means that you've done this journey before. So, how that plays out here in this life, we'll have to look at that separately. I can't figure everything out in here, but if you're single, this is what would happen. You would meet someone either abroad or you'd meet someone out and about that you would feel a real instant connection with. Okay, so that's a good thing. The cards also speak, though, too. Again, you've got to incorporate different parts of things in here. The 9 of coins in your money spectrum is a card too that says you're very independent. So whoever this is it, it speaks of being very, very independent, but it's time to kind of balance your life out and allow other things to come in for you. Okay. Now I want to say this, and this is where it's going to get a little bit trickled through here. I want to say, I think that in your health department, and I want to start there, because when things are out of whack there, and this isn't, I don't think anything physical. I think it's more mental, which is starting to take a toll on you. I think some of you are living geographically way too close to family that has a really strong hold on you in here. I feel that there is a mother figure in here. The actual, without even the cards, it's a mother that I see. It's a female. It's very, very strong, but it is feminine energy. I can feel that for sure. So it's not a father figure. It would be more like a mother figure. You live too close to this person. If you are the mother figure in here, you're not, there's a worrisome quality in here. It would kind of be like one of those really bad after school specials where there's a parent in here who's just not letting the child form any kind of independence whatsoever. I think it's the energy too is a very overbearing parent, but to the point where it's a lot more than overbearing. It's extremely unhealthy because you're not a child anymore, right? This is an adult person that's probably having to, you've got a very strong parental figure around you that is just, you're not either able to, you either still live in the same house with your parents, or you live on the same street, or you live very, very close, but you need to gain some form of independence here is what the cards are saying. Go travel. It would be a scenario though too here, which in your best interest, where these cards are really going, especially with the health, is that it would be great to move at a distance. Like I'll have certain clients where to break something up, to get something new to go, you can't live like in the same town where all of this has occurred. You've actually got to put some distance, like a plane ticket in the distance periphery here to break this, to get this to start flowing in the correct direction. The Queen of Coins and the the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Coins in your health department is saying you too may be the workaholic. These are going to play out in different, that's not the one scenario with the parent is not for everyone. For others of you, you're working too hard. You've got to incorporate, again, some self-nurturing, some self-care into something. If you're saying, I don't know how to do that, though. The 8 of Coins is saying that even if you were, to have only one working limb, your head would still be telling you there's always something you can do. So if you're thinking, I don't know how to do something, the cards are telling you, and the messages is really strong too, that there's always something that you can do. If you're not feeling well, these cards speak of, again, there's always something that you can do to improve something, right? Say you've got to, the example just hypothetically would be losing weight, right? Well, I've got, say example would be like 100 pounds to lose, and I just can't, there's nothing I can do. That's just way too much. Break it down. That's what the 8 is saying. The 8 of Coins is a card of balance though too. It's a card of, you're going to have to put some work into it, and it's going to take some time. That's why I don't think that whatever this is going to be cleared up within the month. But with that 2 of Wands up on the top there, next to the 9 of Wands, these are long-term thought out, you're going to upset some apple carts with the changes that you're making in your lives, but you're really being encouraged to go do it. The Knave of Cups is just, it's a card that speaks of getting out from under things, maturing, growing up, going out and doing things on your own. Now, I want to say with the dynamic in here, with the Judgment card and the Justice card, that would be one of those scenarios too where it's someone runs hot and cold. You know what I mean? So you may run hot and cold. You may have someone may be really stuck in their ways, not open to hearing other people. Sometimes even people that, can give you the greatest advice. There's just some people that sometimes are just not going to take it, right? You're either that person, or there's someone in your life that's just not hearing you or not wanting to be open to any kind of advice like that. This, though, I feel too has a very militant kind of quality to the personality, right? Like it's someone that you would love to have around if there was an emergency or, you know, something like that. There's someone who is always, they know what to do in a crisis situation, but their intent in that sometimes is too much in a, it doesn't let you fly the nest, I guess is where I'm going with that. So that's what's, I think you've got someone in your periphery like that. For others of you, I think you've got someone in your surroundings who is just harmful in a way that I just think they might be ruthless, a little bit ruthless, right? That's a message in here too, so I don't know for who that would be. The 9 of Wands with the 2 of Wands is saying, you know what, you're putting some hard thought into something in, you know, circumstances aren't always easy, but there's always a way to make them not harder. That's what your advice here is to do things smarter, not harder, and to apply the knowledge that you've got. For others of you, you've got, you're a workaholic. You need to take a little bit of a break. You've got enough financial footing under you to go do other things in your life. I see moves here. I see purchases here. I think that these things, maybe take the month and think about these things. I don't feel travel would be the best thing right now. I don't feel that happens right now, but I think it's something that you're thinking about, and I think that it ends up happening. I just don't feel that it happens now, okay? For those of you that are single, you've got the 6 of Swords and you've got the King of Cups. Now, break this apart and say that just because all of these cup cards, you just need to get balanced. With the Knave of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups, that's just, if it's not a family unit, it's a need to balance that energy out. To have the, you know, the naivete in an adult way, though, open to curiosity, believing in magic of the Knave of Cups, right? But use your, you know, your receptive and your, you know, let your energies flow there. That's I feel like the person that you meet. If you're single and traveling and out and about, that would be someone that you met. Or it's a relationship that truly needs a vacation right now or some time away. If you're saying with that 8 of coins with the Queen of Cups, I can't take any time away. You know what? Throw some sandwiches in your purse or a bag or something and go down and sit in a park. Go do something. Get creative. Go sit in the grass out at night. Go do something. There's always something that you can do. That's, I think, what that 8 of coins is really, really screaming in your health spectrum is. There's always something that you can do, right? Let's just, you know, just a personal side note. Before we look at it this way, when we were young and struggling, right? Didn't have any money to our name. We got real creative with things, right? So do something like that. Bring it back to basics. Do something exciting. Do something off the cuff that you wouldn't normally do. You know what I mean? Bring it back there. Some of you really like luxuries, okay? But what are the things that you really value? You know what I mean? You've got potential in here to actually start a whole new life here. You know, if you've barricaded yourself and most, you know, protect, you know, just, how do I say this in a night? If you've taken care of your parents, it's time to fly the coop and go and, you know, go get the relationship that you want. Go live by yourself. Go move abroad. Go to another country. Travel. Go do things. There's a need for expansion here, and there's a need to just get out and do your own thing here. That's what these cards really speak of. Just doing things that are balanced in your life. Incorporate some joy and some happiness and some fun. Others of you, I think you feel very isolated, like someone's not recognizing the potential that you have. If you're doing something, say a career or something like that, that you really enjoy, don't worry about the recognition. Just do what you're doing because you truly enjoy it. And when you do that, other people that are, you're going to be pleasantly surprised that when you turn around, there's like 1,000 people behind you, really enjoying what you're doing, enjoying watching you. It's just, you're doing what you're doing because you enjoy it, not because, someone's not acknowledging you. I think when we do things for acknowledgement, you need to check with that and make sure if what you're doing is truly something that you enjoy, or if it's something that you're just looking for attention for, right? We all do it at some point or another. This, I think, is a positive reading. It's a reading, though, where, for some of you, you're going to have to make some hard choices, which are probably not going to be easy, because I don't think this apple cart is going to be easy to turn over here. I don't think you're going to have many supporters. I think that, you've got a very strong protective parent, which is lovely, but, I think that this isn't, it's overbearing of another adult. So I think it may be squashing your dreams here, but that is what I have for you for this guy for this month. I would let this play out. I would try to get your ducks in a row. I think these are big changes. But I think a lot of doors are opening for you. With that Two of Wands, I'm going to say normally I think, with that, it's like long contemplated thinking, long term. It takes a while to procure. It takes a little bit. I think this is going to come a lot faster than you think. I think once the plan gets rolling and you get it in your mind that this is what you want to do, I think doors open for you all over the place. So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. If you need a private reading, we can look at this further. I think it's great. In the health arena, I don't feel there's any real major problems there. I think it's more the weight of other people on you, or I think it's that you want to expand your life. You're just not quite sure how. Right? So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. Happy July. I think this is great. I would not worry so much about, I know these eclipses are scaring the heck out of everyone, but what I'm noticing through here, through a lot of the throws so far, are the Six of Swords is coming up. That's transmutation, not only travel, right? It's you're changing a lot of things like that you could not do without universal help here. So these big planets, yes, they're throwing some things that are out of whack into whack, but in a very, very hard way. But we're getting a lot of the Ace of Coins and we're getting a lot of the Six of Swords, which tell me that these are avenues that are really just being handed to you. So I would take advantage of that. Okay, thank you so much.